About 6 or 7 years ago, I was talking to my children about the Christmas Eve celebration called La Vigilia, and gave them the history of why the Italians had this great feast on Christmas Eve. My oldest son said, "I never knew that." I thought, they need to know that. I never thought I was a writer. I got more and more confident, and it became easier and easier to write. And the material kind of grew as I thought more about it. And with some good editing, helped by my wife, who's a great editor, the stories came together. It's growing up in the United States, in this part of the United States, New England of course, in the late 40s and early 50s. And the area was not an Italian neighborhood. It was a multi-ethnic neighborhood. There were Irish, there were Germans, there were Polish people in the area. I had the influence of many people who came with the same values, with the same ideas, with the same vision. Everybody had the same goal. They made this huge effort to come to this country. They were illiterate of this language. They didn't speak English, they couldn't read it, they couldn't write it. All of the people who were in that neighborhood either were immigrants here, immigrants to the United States, or first generation. But they never lost their pride. They never lost their ambition in this country to succeed. And that pride involved work, family, religion, social clubs, neighborhood. And it's pervasive throughout the whole immigrant story, from what I can see. The fundamental core of that transition was pride. They were proud of leaving poverty behind. When I wrote these stories, it isn't just growing up Italian, it's growing up in a multi-ethnic neighborhood. It isn't just my family that I recollect. It isn't just the home that I grew up. It's the friend across the street. It's the friend around the corner. It's what games did we play? Where did we go? How important was my bike to me? And where did I ride it? I've been to the old neighborhood a number of times. The memory I had was of perfect rows of houses, perfectly clean streets, gardens in the backyards, trees in the front, and room to play baseball, and room to play different sports in empty lots. So I've been down those streets, and it's not the same. And it's okay if it's not the same. It's not, things change, and I understand that, but the cleanliness, the pristine nature of the neighborhood is no longer there. So the neighborhood has, in my eyes, has gone down quite a little bit. But you have to also understand that when I write it, I'm looking through the eyes of a child who walked down the street where people said hello, and it was a lot of fun, and everything was nice and clean. Young people have the same experiences, different venues, but the same kinds of experiences, the same kinds of relationships with relatives, with uncles, with aunts, the same kinds of relationships among their friends, the same girlfriends at the beginning, the same anxieties. It's all the same. So I've been very fortunate and very pleased to see that a number of people enjoy reading books. It's an easy read. These are things that I had buried away in my thoughts for a lifetime.